Hello, welcome to assignment number 7, our persuasive speech. It's Jim Devlin here in Texas, Super Bowl Sunday. Go Broncos. We would like the Cowboys to be in there, but they're no good. So today's persuasive speech, we're going to try to change some behaviors and actions. My persuasive speech is titled, Kids, Clean Your Room. So as you can see from the intro, that's just an example of what we deal with on a weekly basis here in my household. We've got 3 kids, and all of them are old enough to know that that's not acceptable. And over the past several months, we've noticed this occurring more often. My wife and I are both working adults, 40 plus hours a work week, probably a lot more than that. So we just don't have the time to individually go and help clean these rooms like we used to when the kids were younger. So they're of the age now and understand what responsibility is in order to make that not happen. So we're going to work on a system for a win-win, not only for the adult but also for the child, based on buy-in and feedback that they've given me in order to make this happen. So as I said earlier, over the past several months we've noticed that this is occurring more and more. We want to get this fixed. We want to put everybody on a schedule so the rooms are clean, everything is taken care of. We want to impart a sense of organization on the kiddos so they know where things are at, and we don't have to spend 15-20 minutes trying to find items to and before school. And it's also somewhat embarrassing, when people come over, bosses, coworkers, even their friends, when they come to this home and they find an environment like that. Somewhat embarrassing that just shows that laziness and that they're unwilling to clean up after themselves. So we want to put this system into place and a little bit of thought between the family to figure out what it is that we want to do. But let's talk about the reasoning why we're going to put this into place. The first thing is responsibility. Responsibility is all about with the world. Everybody's responsible for something. If you're not responsible, then you're just pretty much a follower. You go to work, you do a good job, you get compensated for that job. You're responsible for your actions in everyday life. We want to make sure that that's a cornerstone of my children's philosophy, and that they understand that whatever it is they do, they're responsible for their actions. This is one of those key little things. It's one of the first tenets that you learn as a child is cleaning your room, maintaining your space. I went through it, my wife went through it. Everybody understands the responsibility of having a clean area. Secondly is organization. Organization so they know where their stuff is at. Almost every morning we're having to find a sock or a shoe or a boot or something, which again eats into our time as we're trying to get ready to get everybody out the door for school or for work. We have to spend an additional 15 minutes trying to find this specific item because, the little one, if he can't have his certain shoes on, it sends him into a tizzy and then he has a bad day. So knowing where those items are, where they're placed, not a problem. Get them on, get out the door. That way we don't have to wake up earlier knowing that every day we're going to have to go hunt down one sock or a shoe to make everybody happy. Third thing is going to be pride. The kids having pride about their area, knowing that at any moment, at any time that anybody comes over, anybody can walk into their area and say, hey, this kid takes care of their business. It's that sense of pride of waking up. It's just one less thing you really have to do on the weekends. And again, this is going to impact their weekends and whether they can go out and play or go out and do the things they want to do as long as these areas are taken care of. So it's a sense of pride knowing that when I wake up out of bed in the morning, I look around, everything seems to be very, very clean. Third thing is going to be health. There's nothing more disgusting than finding a plate or a glass or something with some sort of fungus growing in it, or having to hunt some smell of some rancid yogurt wrapper that's been thrown under a pile of clothes or in the cushions of a chair somewhere. So making sure that they're clean, everything's healthy, we get the dishes back that we need to get, and that the room is free from invaders from the outside, potentially rodents, etc. So what we're going to do is we're going to develop a procedure. And this procedure is that on a weekly basis, the kids' rooms will be checked for cleanliness. In that procedure, we're going to make a chart. In that chart, everybody will sign their own little name individually in their section that the room is clean. So their own signature is going to tell you whether they completed their task or not. We're going to coincide that with trash day. Trash day set. It's Friday of every week. So when that is set. Everybody knows it's already on a set schedule. It's already on a calendar. Everybody knows that by this time, that's when the inspection will take place. Now, I'm not talking military inspection. I'm not talking white glove inspection. I'm talking a common sense inspection that if you have stuff on the ground, it's not on the ground anymore. No dishes, plates, clothes, etc. Clothes are in the dirty clothes area. They can be clean and they can be washed, which is step number 2. Later on, maybe for another speech of getting the kids to wash their own clothes. But good inspection, either by myself or by my wife, to ensure that that room is clean and it's taken care of. And then in addition to that, we're going to create other areas of chores to be done. Vacuuming, sweeping the floor, mopping, taking the trash out, where they can earn additional compensation above the rate that's bargained about just for the rooms. So they'll have the opportunity to pick a chore, to go ahead and do that chore and to earn that additional compensation throughout the day. I think in our talking with everybody that this is a win-win. They'll be responsible, take care of their areas. We'll pay them. We won't have to worry about it so much. All we have to do is do visual inspections and we should be okay. So in conclusion, our persuasive speech today is to get a win-win both for mom and dad and for the kiddos. Give them a little extra money so they can do those things. Go out, visit with their friends, play, and have a good time. And it creates that responsibility through that compensation, that they will be able to understand what it means to be a responsible person in the world. And in addition, and the most important part of this whole speech is that it maintains the sanity of mom and dad, and we don't have to clean their rooms.